yeah, do you think you're going to do it in your own strength? And you know what? Yeah, you can do it.
COVID, it's been helping people move their businesses from offline or brick and mortar to online.
Systems are more important than skills as an entrepreneur today.
It's totally okay to reinvent yourself multiple times, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. If you're a coach, speaker, or industry expert, you're in the right place for sales and marketing wisdom and insight to grow your coaching business. Now, here's your host, Income Acceleration Mentor, Wendy Y. Bailey.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Profitable Coaching Conversations show. I'm so excited to bring you yet another amazing guest. Kim Welcome is a voice actor, speaker, singer, and communications expert when it comes to supporting organizations and individuals in elevating their personal brand. Welcome, Kim.
Well, thank you, Wendy Y. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's been a delight getting to know you, and I'm excited about our conversation. Let's kind of jump in. Voice actor, speaker, you do branding via communications. How did you come by all of that, and how have you put it together in your business?
Well, these are things that I've been doing for a long time and kind of picked up along the way. Mm-hmm. I really would have gone to performing arts school for college if my parents had let me. But because, yes, I'm a singer. I love acting. And after I graduated college with a communication degree, and, my concentration was really in marketing, and that's where I did sales and marketing. Mm-hmm. I just still had this, hankering for some type of theater. And so I trained as a voice actor and began to do commercials and other type reads through that. But yes, I am very much, I would say, a creative in that way. Mm-hmm. I love to sing. I love voice acting. I really enjoy it. And I like the stage.
Yeah. She's like, I'm the talent. I'm a performer. That's what I get off on. You remind me, as you said that, of this video I've seen going around for a couple of years now of this little girl in a recital. And she's clearly like a toddler. And there's a line of toddlers and she's just showing them all up and she's getting into it and everything. And it kind of reminds me what you said of her, because she was just like, I'm the talent. I'm here to perform. Let me just do this. At clearly a toddler's age, like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 at most.
Wow.
And, just
I would say her parents, I'm glad they took that video and posted it because it means they're paying attention. Mm-hmm. When I was in kindergarten, I was given the only speaking role for my kindergarten graduation, where I led the whole class. From that time, I've always been this person.
I love it. So I heard you say voice acting, but I also heard communication. So how have you turned your voice acting and the use of your voice into communications and helping people build brands in terms of that?
Yes. Well, from my experience as a marketing rep, my experience doing sales, my experience as a singer, as a voice actor, these I realized were the very skill sets that everyone needs, no matter what it is that they do. If you are a professional, just like a marketing rep, you have to learn how to engage, sell, connect, hit people's hot spots, right? This is what we have to do in the corporate world. As a voice actor, just learning to use my voice to engage people, to make people feel a certain way, to be able to even articulate, right, my thoughts and express myself came from training. And then even as a singer, being on stage and having to connect with a group of people from a stage is something that most professionals have to do. You have to give presentations and things like that. So these are really the disciplines that I draw from to help my clients. And so I have a program for professionals, and it's called Star on the Corporate Stage. And that's for my corporate women. And I incorporate these same skill sets to help them when they are in meetings, to be able to share their ideas, to be able to connect with their audience and get people to listen to what it is that they're saying. All of that good stuff comes into play.
Yeah, the thing that I love about what you do as a voice actor, you're lending your voice to brands in that way. But you've gone, several steps beyond that to say there are people within the corporate workspace who need support and need training to elevate their personal brand in that career, in that workspace. So I love that you've taken those extra steps to do that, for sure.
Absolutely. And I love it. I enjoy it so much. And really, when I started out with my business, Influential Voice, I worked with companies just to get their teams to communicate in a way that represented the business and the brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started asking me to coach their people individually, maybe managers who they were trying to 360 up to executive level,
Mm-hmm.
and those type things. And so these skill sets come in really, really handy. And everybody needs them, no matter what it is that you do.
Yeah,
Everybody.
I was going to say it's totally transferable skills, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just want to make sure the audience that we're speaking to today knows that I actually sought you out to be a guest on the show because of your voice and your talent there. Do you remember that?
Oh my God, no, but thank you.
Yeah, you had done, I think it was a video on LinkedIn, and I was like, oh, she's got pipes. Let me reach out to her
Wow.
and, get to know her. And as we were talking, that's when I was like, I'd love for you to be a guest on the show. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
so
forgot
much.
that, huh? It's been a
Thank
while
you.
ago.
So I have
Yeah.
forgotten that.
Yeah.
And that I work with fempreneurs. I love working with female entrepreneurs because we are in this space. And Wendy Y, you have leveraged this space so well, where you're putting
Thank
yourself out there, and you have your videos on LinkedIn, YouTube, and there is
Everywhere.
nothing more everywhere.
Yeah.
You're fantastic with that. But this is a real way, I'm sure you can attest, to growing your business
Mm-hmm.
and your brand, because there is nothing as powerful as when people are able to see you, hear you, and experience you when it comes to your brand. And that is how you attract your ideal clients. So of course I work with, entrepreneurial women, because a lot of them, they shy away and they pull back from being in front of the camera, and I hear all kinds of things.
In this day and age, Kim, you can't. Because
You can't.
We live in a society today where people need to see you and hear you, and what I say is understand your isms, your mannerisms, your catchphrases, your I call mine my Wendy Y isms, because it gives people an insight into who I am, and
Yes.
it builds trust when you can do that. I believe that's so true. You gotta
Absolutely.
do it. And I tell my people that all the time too, for sure. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll step into our signature segment called Profitable Wisdom. We'll be right back. This is Set Your Fees for Success and Profitability, and I actually created like a subtitle for it because it was important to me to do that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to change your beliefs about what you bring to coaching and your program specifically. We're also going to assess the value. That's a really, really big part and an important part of what we're going to be talking about today. I want you to walk away from this feeling like you are ready to charge higher fees for your coaching program services and products. Backed by popular demand, Set Your Fees for Success and Profitability, an interactive masterclass especially for coaches. Join me and 15 committed coaches on October 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern for interactive training, coaching, exercises, and so much more. You'll walk away with your detailed plan for creating predictable monthly coaching income. You'll also walk away with true clarity about the value of your coaching program services packages and products, and definite language to attract and convert your most ideal clients into your program, services, and products. There's so much more. Your enrollment includes a group coaching lab, slides, videos, and a workbook. Valued at more than $1,900, you're only going to pay $497. Early enrollment bonus before September 30th, a 1-hour sales and mentoring session with me. Enroll today at setyourfeesforsuccess.com. That's setyourfeesforsuccess.com. And I'll see you there.
Hey, this is Tanya Smith, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment now so that you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Mary Seiss, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so that you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I am Dr. Monique, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Okay, welcome back. We've been talking with Kim Welcome, who's a voice actor and communications specialist. I'm going to call you that, strategist, because you truly help companies, corporations, and individuals elevate their personal brand. Let's talk about that. The Profitable Wisdom segment is where I ask the guest the same 5 questions. And the thing that I love about this segment, Kim, is it gives the viewers and listeners a real entree into what's possible, because the stories are always so rich and so, just great with inspiration and empowerment and insight as well. So let's jump in, okay? Okay, who has had the greatest influence on you in your life?
Okay. Well, a lot of people have influenced me. And of course, my parents are really big influences. But I'm going to talk about my biggest influence regarding my business life, which is such an extension of my own life.
Sure.
And that would be Dale Carnegie. So it's crazy, but I remember when I was still a recent college grad, my first job was a sales rep. And this was back in the day. And you could tell how back in the day because I was selling fax machines. Okay, let's not date myself too much.
I've been there, done that. I know.
Yep.
I'm knocking on that door too. I get it. Yeah.
And I was doing that literally like door to door. Like you said, knocking on doors. I was knocking on office doors to sell these fax machines. Mm-hmm. And I picked up a book. I used to spend a lot of time in the library because we were forced to leave the office at 8 a.m. in the morning, and we were not allowed back until 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And that was in New York.
I know that too. Yeah.
That was in New York in the coldest winter, February, right? January, February. And I grabbed this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yeah.
And, it was in the business sales section. And I remember seeing that title and saying, this looks, I don't know, but I'm going to buy it anyway. And I actually wrapped it up in brown paper. I still have it. I should have brought it just to show you. I still have it wrapped in the brown paper bag that it came in. It was a Borders bookstore bag. And because I didn't want people to see the title, because I thought it was, oh my God, this sounds so manipulative, how to win friends and influence people. But when I read the book, I loved it so much because it is not about manipulation. It is totally about being a better person so that you can connect with and communicate with anyone.
It's
and that,
oh
my God, I love that book so much. And, when I go back, that was years ago, but coming fast forward to my current business, these are the principles that I instill in my clients.
Yeah.
Because sounding good is important. Yes, sounding good is important, but even more important is caring about people, connecting with people, you know, on a deeper level. And this is how you're able to influence people. You can't influence someone if they don't feel like we're here. But when people know that we're here, now they open up.
Yeah.
And you are
Here
able
and
to
then
influence
here,
them.
for sure.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
So what's been the best business advice you've ever received?
Best business advice. I'll tell you about the most recent because it really has it's shaken my world a little bit. So, you know how I'm talking about, well, people, entrepreneurial women, we need to get out there. You need to put yourself on video, do some video content, leverage these platforms the way Wendy Y is doing it so brilliantly, right? And a lot of the work that I do with my corporate clients, you know, a lot of their problem why they can't advance their career is because they're very one-dimensional. In other words, my corporate clients are women who are high performers, but they're overlooked, they're undervalued, and they're underpaid. Why? Because they're so focused on doing work, they don't develop the relationships, they don't speak up in important meetings, they don't say anything. They believe my work should speak for itself, and that's it. And then people who are just more emboldened to speak up overshadow them, not because they're higher performers, not because they have more substance. So I work with those kinds of women. And recently I got this advice because I always tell my people, you need to be more dimensional. The reason nobody is looking at you is because you're coming across like an automaton, right? Like a robot. I actually had a client sent to me by her company, that same symptom. You know, I recognized it. She was one-dimensional. They said she's great at what she does, but nobody talks about her when opportunities come up. Well, recently I heard this advice from Russell Brunson, and he was talking about 5 pillars that you should be putting out there about yourself so that you can show dimension. And I said to myself, oh my God, even I am not as dimensional as I should be and could be on these social media platforms. So for all of my fempreneurs, you know, we get caught up in putting out content. I know that's me. Everything I put out, it's about my business. But when people get to see multi-dimensions of you, this is really helps them to connect with you, right? So when people get to see a picture of you and your family doing something fun, your clients will connect just from that. You haven't said anything about business, right? I love personal development. I love the power of the subconscious mind. I love books. If I talked about those things, in addition to, you know, all the business stuff that I talk about, I'm sure I would attract so many more people. If I talked about music, I'd love, you know, I'm a smooth jazz artist. I love music. If people saw me in that vein, I'm sure I would connect with even more people. So that is great advice. And I want to share it with you. I want to share it with all of our listeners. If you have your own business or if you're in the corporate world, remember, people connect with people. So we have to show ourselves in multi-dimensional ways.
I love it. I love it. So what's been your largest single sale in your business? What was the amount and the circumstances, and what did you do to celebrate?
Okay, this is kind of a hard question for me, but anyway, my largest single sale was when I was engaged to work with a world-renowned resort. They took on me, my business, to come in to train their teams, to train their executives, their managers, all these other wonderful people. That time together extended into a few years. And so for me, it wasn't like, oh, I mean, I was happy when they, you know, said, yes,
But
let's
it
work
happened
together.
over time.
But it happened over time. Over time, I was able to, you know, probably earn 50 grand from that one entity. So I never really celebrated. I probably could have celebrated when they said, yes, we want to work with you. But, you know, it was such a gradual thing. I never really said,
not too late.
Let's go
It's never
out.
Too late. Yeah, it's never too late. You can celebrate today, no matter how long ago that
Absolutely.
was. You can still celebrate today. So we all have times when we feel like giving up in our business, you know, throwing in the towel, going back to work, whatever that looks like. What has helped you move through those times to stay the course in your business?
Every time I have a client who tells me how I have helped them in some way, I'm like, okay, I just have to keep doing what I'm doing. I have had clients cry with me, you know. I mean, the transformations have been very deep. And so I'm always getting feedback from these clients. And, you know, in some ways, sometimes you feel like, oh, it's not a big deal. And they're like, no, what happened for me, that was a big deal. And so that's what keeps me going. I just want to do my part, right? I want to do my part. And I think about the people that I could and should be helping. And the fact that whatever gifts, talents, abilities that I've been given, they're not for me. They're to serve other people.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And what's your greatest personal accomplishment outside of your business?
My greatest personal accomplishment is a single that I released some years ago. So for years, I mean, yes, I've been singing forever, right? However, like I said, I was always kind of discouraged, you know, and told, go and get a real job, get a real job. So, you know, there came a time when I was just really miserable. My husband said to me, well, if you want to sing that bad, then you need to write music because writers make money, singers don't make money. I was like, I can't write music, right? I didn't even think about it. I can't write music. One day I just sat down. A song flowed out of me. I wrote it so easily, ease and grace. I didn't even tell my husband about it. I recorded it with the studio. I got, you know, musicians, blah, 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 full production. And at that time I was a marketing representative. I gave it to a radio station director who only knew me as a marketing representative. He had his eyes, you know, he cocked up his eye a little bit like, what? I said, well, here's a CD, you know, would you play it? He's like, I'm not promising anything. Well, one day I was in a drugstore, just walking around. I hear my music piping through the sound system.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. And I was like, oh my God, to the sales girl, that's me. I know she was like, who is this crazy woman? But that was my test. That was my test to God and the universe, because I was so, it was something the music and being able to do my music was still haunting me. I had been pushing it down for years. And when that song came out, it went viral locally. I'm here in the Bahamas, but I only gave it to that one radio station. They started calling me and saying other radio stations were calling them because people were requesting that song. It was that powerful. And I had so many people say to me, that song changed my life. I listened to your song over and over and over and over again. And I know it's just because that was the message that I was supposed to give. I know it was the message in the music, right? That they were so attracted to. And, you know, it just talks about how life happens while we're making plans. And the name of it is No More Life, Live in Me. Because sometimes it feels like life is just dragging you around and living you instead of you living your life. And I think just a lot of people clearly a lot of people identified with that. And that was my greatest accomplishment, to have this single just go viral, establish me as a bona fide performing artist in one shot.
Yeah, very nice. So when we come back, we're gonna ask Kim to share her parting thought, and you know, we'll look forward to that. We'll be right back. Hi everyone, Wendy Y here, and I want to extend a personal invitation to you to join the Profitable Coaching Society. It's a growing community of more than 300 coaches, speakers, industry leaders, marketplace influencers, and emerging thought leaders who look, sound, and have businesses just like you. Over in the society, we are talking all things sales and marketing, we're talking personal development, we're talking professional development. And my goal in creating this community is to make sure you have a place where you can come and get sales and marketing support, coaching, tips, strategies, and you also have an opportunity to network with others in the community. So be sure to join me at profitablecoachingsociety.com. That's profitablecoachingsociety.com, and I'll see you over there. Take care, everyone. Bye. Hey there, are you on Clubhouse, coaches? If you're there, I'd love to connect with you there. Join me in the Profitable Coaching Club every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We feature a panel of really amazing speakers talking about topics and sharing their experiences about growing their coaching businesses to 6 figures and beyond. Join us over there at profitablecoachingclub.com. That's profitablecoachingclub.com, and I'll see you over there.
Hi, I am Marquessa Petway, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Jody Krangle, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversations Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Kim Welcome, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversations Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you are notified when the next episode goes live.
Okay, welcome back. We've been having a delightful conversation with Kim Welcome, who is a voice actor, speaker, and communications specialist strategist, where she helps corporations or organizations, individuals elevate their personal brand. So, if there's one thing that you want us to walk away from this conversation with, what is that nugget that you want to share in your parting thought, Ms. Kim?
Life happens while we're making plans. No dress rehearsals, we get no second chance. Got to turn my dreams into reality. I got to live my life, no more life living me.
Nice, very, very nice. I told y'all she had pipes, not just speaking, but singing as well. So thank you for sharing that part of you with us. It's been really cool to see, really cool to see.
Thank you.
So, and thanks for being here. Thanks for being a guest on the show. I've really enjoyed our conversation.
Ditto. This has been so much fun.
Yeah,
just flowing.
For sure. And I know you have a gift for everyone. You want to describe it, and we'll put the link in the show notes.
So I do have a gift for everyone. If you are a corporate woman and you are looking to up-level your communication skills so that you can advance your career, I have a complimentary strategy session for you. It's called Step Into the Spotlight. Give me a call and we will go through a strategy to get you from where you currently are to where you want to be. If you're a fempreneur, if you're an entrepreneurial woman and you want to use your voice to advance your business and your brand, then a complimentary session for you for being a guest here on the Wendy Y Show. So be sure to click on that link and book that time. 30 minutes, valued at $250, but I would be happy to talk to you and give you some real valuable advice. So many of my people have said, listen, that one little 30 minutes was so worth it. They got chock full of value out of that. So I look forward to talking to you.
Awesome. Kim, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed myself.
Absolutely. So thanks again for watching and listening to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show. Be sure to join the after party where you can connect and hobnob with Kim and other guests from the show, as well as a growing community of other coaches and speakers at profitablecoachingsociety.com. That's our private Facebook community at profitablecoachingsociety.com. And we'll see you next time for another great episode. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much for tuning into Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. Be sure to join us at the after party at www.profitablecoachingsociety.com. We'll see you next time for more sales and marketing wisdom and insight from Wendy Y. and her amazing guests. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when new episodes are posted.